Hello, everybody, and welcome back to 20s for Days presents Braindances in Nightcity. Apologies for no lead-in. There's so few of us, I can't get anybody to fall into my trick. So, as always, I'm Addy, the amazing GM. We're down a couple of crew members tonight, but that's alright. One should hopefully pop up in a bit, but we shall see. But leading off, we'll start with Rob. Bill. We'll just go left to right.
Hey, I'm Rob. Like and subscribe. Hit that bell icon.
Well done, mate. Thank
and
you.
No worries. I'll be playing Dante. This is his last session, as he's got
Nice.
himself into some more shit than usual.
Rana.
Hi, I'm Rana playing Relay. Don't forget to hit the notification button. There we go.
Also
1-0, yeah.
And you are playing...
I think I said Relay?
Oh, did you? I don't know. I didn't catch that.
I'm certain I said it. I tried my
And
best.
Jay.
Hi, I'm Jay, and I'll be playing Version. And make sure you unsubscribe. Don't sign up for any
Very Nathan
newsletters or
attitude.
anything like
Thank
that.
you.
Yeah.
Just zip
We
that
don't
out.
want you here.
I'll
Just
let
burn
it
your
go.
computer
Yeah,
now,
get out
actually.
of here.
Yeah, just throw it out the window. Higher the floor you live on, the better. But yes, as they've mentioned and not mentioned, go join the Byron Club and go like us, subscribe to us, leave a comment, join the crew. That'll be awesome. Where we last left off. Okay, the other ones might not be far off. Oh, and the other one. Where we last left off. So, the crew, in a mode of panic, after Dante shot two Texas Rangers, all fled different directions, scarpered left, right, and centre, where they all individually sort of came up with little plans. Version had contacted Jin in a very cryptic manner, organising a meet-up. Jin later popping out a pin to everybody to meet up at a diner where Jin, Version, and Angus all caught together to discuss plans and what was the next option for Akayutai. And the plan being to get the fuck out of Dodge, more or less. So they put old Bessie into storage, gave Eggs Benny over to Sebastian to look after, and Sebastian, the ever faithful butler, helped put him on a bus headed back to Nightcity. So it's approximately midnight, 1 in the morning, and Angus, Version, and Jinrai have all made it to the border, where the bus that they're on, like many other vehicles in the border gate, are being searched. So some rangers were going through the luggage compartment under the bus, and two rangers had come on board of the bus and were proceeding to walk down the laneway. Aisle, thank you. The aisle on a bus, as the three lads were sitting in the back trying to look very nondescript and just hiding and blending in with their scenery. At the same time, Dante had woken up from his induced power nap when Dr. Angus had bumped into him back at the hotel room. Angus, ever so diligently, taking his Hippocratic oath, had decided to bandage Dante up because he had received a flesh wound, and said he would manage his pain for him, doping him up with a whole heap of painkillers and putting him to sleep. When Dante awoke, everybody had come, grabbed their stuff, and buggered off. The only other party member to see him was Version, who had a moment to himself and his shotgun, saying nobody would know, before grabbing his stuff and leaving. And where we are going to begin, on the odd chance that nobody else is waiting, Rob?
Not at the moment.
All right, good. Just give me a heads up and I'll pause it. We'll actually start somewhere else. So, Version, Jin, and Angus, yes, they're on the bus. The Rangers are walking down towards them. They're all a little puckerish of bumholes. Dante has woken up, realised everything is gone, grabbed all his stuff, and stormed out the door, proceeding to walk back towards Dallas proper.
Yeah.
And we open on a cold, moonlit night by a lake. And it's awfully cold as the little breeze is coming across the cold lake, where Relay is sitting with a little tent.
Yep.
And her little heaters, because she's too scared to start a fire.
I feel cold out already.
Yeah, but she's good. Well, you got your little solar battery pack that's got a little kettle, so you can still have your coffee.
I had been
Thermal
considering
swag that you
fishing,
wear.
but I was worried that the hook would give me tetanus.
Debating what to do after having a back and forth with Jin. So you have found out that they had that Version, Dante, and Version, Angus. I'm going to do this all bloody night now. Version, Angus, and Jinrai had gotten together at a diner and were on their way back to Nightcity. What are you thinking?
Well, fuck. I thought we'd stay in Texas and lay low for a few weeks, but, man, apparently my paranoia wasn't strong enough for me to decide to get the fuck out of Dodge with everyone else.
Well, it has been... it's been about...
Only about
9 hours.
well, okay,
maybe 10. Yeah, I think I brought it back a little bit from when we first did it.
It just mean my
Just to
first
try and
response
make
was
things
go
line
into
up.
hiding, and their first response was
Oh,
leave
well,
Texas.
there was... No. So there was, like, sort of a radio, especially on your side, radio blackout.
Yep.
For,
I mean, I'm not in a very high reception area.
quite... no, reception's pretty decent now. But, like, nobody messaged anybody other than... Dante tried to make a few calls. Everybody got a few missed calls from him. Like, within the first
before he went to
hour...
sleep.
hour of separating. But then after that, it was nothing for probably a good 4 hours or so. And then Jin just sent a message with just a pin drop, like a Spoogle Maps. So you just clicked it, and it went to a diner at one of the suburbs, pretty much north from you. I think maybe an hour or two drive.
Yep.
And then, it was a couple of hours after that you'd sort of got an update from Jin. At the same time, Relay being Relay, and the only other person to do this was Version, was that during the day you would have undoubtedly started to check some of the news channels and the scream sheets, and there was footage of the shootout in the street.
Oh,
So what it shows, we'll see how well I remember this. What it shows is, oh look, I was more impressed that Version was the one to think of checking. So what it shows is, I got to think now. It shows the shop across the road from the Magnolia Hotel, and the door's a bit all smoky. The door's blacked out, and there's a bit of smoke coming out the top. And then off the side, you see Dante sort of walk in towards Bessie, and he looks around, and you see him bend down, pick up some stuff, but he comes up with his rifle, and then you sort of hear a shout, and he turns around, and as he turns around, there's a real quick shootout, and he just like goes brup, 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 and you just sort of see this shadow in the door fall over, and then he sort of like looks around for a bit, and then sort of starts walking back across the street, and just as he's walking back, that's when you see the crew sort of all appear. Well, mainly you see Jin, Angus, and Version. And Angus walks straight past. Dante walks up to Jin, and Jin snatches the gun out of his hand, takes the bullets out, hands them to Version, and Version sort of peels off, and he disappears. And then you can't hear, but you can see they're talking. And then as Dante walks back towards the car, or back, Jin buggers off. As Dante's walking back, Angus throws him something and walks off another direction. Dante gets in the car and drives off. And that's kind of all that's seen. But yeah,
I'm looking at.
And all the
Yes!
faces are pixeled out
yeah.
on the videos. Yeah.
Yeah, all the faces are sort of blurred out. And when he drives off in Bessie, the number plate's blurred out. But again, this could just be the censoring
Yeah.
for TV.
Yep.
Like, you're pretty sure that the Rangers would have an unblurred copy, obviously. And yeah, the sort of the talk of the town, of the news, is that they're on a manhunt for any of these people that are matching the description.
I've already been halfway through completely changing outfit and appearance once again, and then see that I'm not on the scream sheet. Fist pump.
I'm pretty sure you're not. I can't remember what I said, but I'm pretty sure you're not.
Because Jin just turned around and said, "Fuck off."
Yeah, and you kind of just, like, the way you went to get to the bike wasn't
See
really
ya
on
later.
camera.
And then I go, "Oh fuck!" The rest of the crew's on the scream sheets.
Oop. Yep.
I then checked to see if the text that I've sent everyone went through or not. Realised that it was probably recognised as spam.
Yep.
And sent to the delete boxes.
Yep, I forgot about this. So Relay did send everybody a text, which says, in very bad spelling, "Hello, my name is Prince Cryonic. I need to make exit from Artorn Land, or Ortorn Land, but need your help. If you give me 500 eddies, I can leave his place and pay you back 100,000s. I thank you for helping, Prince Cryonic." I mean, Version's only still trying to get the hang of this newfangled phone that he's got. So he probably hasn't got any spam because it's all too new. Dante doesn't have his phone
Doesn't have a
anymore.
phone.
Oh,
So yeah, at the moment, it's very good for roleplay, but unfortunately, the two people you're playing with have either a new phone or no phone.
How? When did Dante chuck his phone?
Angus stole it
Oh yeah, where?
while I was unconscious,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
that was
he
it.
tossed it out the window. I think in the end. Oh, did he? No, I think he kept it actually. Not sure.
I
No,
was
no,
just trying to
Dante.
remember
Angus has turfed it.
because in that case, Dante doesn't know about the pin drop.
No.
Hmm.
And I was asleep for the
And
whole
he's
meet.
passed out for the whole time, yeah.
Okay. My next plan was to head to the pin drop after chain smoking like a bastard because fuck, the crew was
Well,
on the Scream Street.
you've been told, like, so the time is now at about like midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, and you know they're on a bus back to Night City. So you got a message from Jin. So, yeah, you get a message from Jin at like
Yeah, saying that I was
6
that they've
o'clock,
already gone.
something like that, 5 or 6 o'clock, saying that yeah, Angus, Jin, and Version are all on a bus back to Night City, and it should take obviously a day, and then some because they'll have to make a few stops along the way. So yes, Angus, you get a text and you ask Boy to read it, you prick. And it says, I shouldn't have had that. Oh yes, now we'll get the voice. Hello, nope, can't do it. My name is Prince Cryonic. I need to make exit from Artorn land, but need your help. If you give me 500 EB, I can leave his place and pay you back 100,000s. I thank you for helping, Prince Cryonic.
Sounds a bit scammy, boy.
It does appear to match certain scam requirements.
Let's file that one under no thanks.
Of course, so. Alright. So what's the plan, Relay?
So I'll spend 20 minutes sitting there deciding that these heaters suck. I'm cold. The rain's starting to come in. The little heaters aren't that bright either, and I'm fairly certain there's wolves or coyotes here. Probably a bear. It's gotta be a bear. It's a big fucking bear. Bet maybe there's a mountain lion. Fuck, do they eat people? I didn't pack bear bells. So, Angus, Jin, and Version are gone.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't say anything about Dante.
Mm-mm.
If Dante gets found, he'll probably say Jinrai told me not to tell you all anything. So, in order to protect my identity, at the risk of returning to the scene of the crime, I'm gonna go check and see if he's still unconscious on that couch.
Alright. So you begin to pack everything up?
Yeah,
Yep.
It's raining, and again, mountain lion, coyote. They might have mange.
It's all right.
Catching fish wasn't as easy as I thought it was.
No. You're not without food or anything, but yeah.
No,
Comforts
no,
are
but
definitely not there. Oh look,
I
you've
was
been in
planning.
worse places.
Yeah, it's
bloody
not a dumpster.
a cold
but
dumpster, yeah. Anyway, so you start packing up. So we'll come
Also, like,
fanging
where's
across
Benny?
the suburbs.
Where's Benny?
We are looking at a Dante walking down a road. Where's he going?
Just down the road, as per the text message I said forever ago, if you remember, on the first one of several locations will do. There's a church, a rehab center, a homeless shelter. Yeah, I'll pull in any one of them and just like Park it.
Okay. There will be something, but if you're walking, that'll obviously take a little bit.
Right. I'm just blowing off steam as the walk anyway.
Yep.
I'm just kind of like,
That's right.
and when
So
I see something, it's kind of like I can walk into a confessional or speak to a doctor or
Yep,
just
that's all right.
another person
just-
in the street that's home.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, there's not really. Oh well, yeah, actually, okay. Let's do the border pit bit first, only because
Cool.
time. So you walk out of the motel area, and there's a large stretch of road, a big highway, that's leading pretty much back into Dallas proper, and there are, big Stobie poles with lights, and it's bright. Like you've got no fear of not being able to see. If you stay on here. I don't know about that. But it's a big strip, and you can see there aren't any immediate buildings nearby. Like you can sort of see lights off in the distance. That could be the glow of the suburbs of Dallas. It could be the next building. So you're like, yep, I'll just keep going forward. So we'll jump to the bus. So sitting on the back, towards the back of the bus, Angus, Jin, and Version sitting on the bus as these two rangers are sort of eyeing everybody up, and you can see them. They sort of like lean in and they're like looking at a few people, and they kind of like pull a hat off or two, and they're looking back at the tablets, and they're like matching faces and descriptions, and they're obviously moving towards the back. What are you guys doing? Kick out a window and run.
Well, I believe I was in the shitter still.
Oh yeah, good point. Yes, you had decided now was the time to go hide in the toilet. Yep. So
Shoot them all and let God sort them out.
Yep. you run. You've sort of discreetly run down to the bogger. Oh. No, I read that as Angus text messaging that. Angus doesn't do that.
No.
No, I don't know. I mean, if he did say it out, if he didn't say no out loud, then I'll take it that he does. So, Angus is. Oh, there it works.
He's not showing them out.
No. Bushier than usual at the moment.
Not yet,
It's,
actually.
it's sort of sprinkled out like hackles.
Yeah, he's got his kind of, 3 o'clock shadow as well.
Yep. All right.
Like a mole.
So they sort of, as they get closer, you can hear the sort of like mini interviewing everybody. They're just asking little questions of name, where you're from, where you're going, what's happening, blah 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 blah. So sure enough, they get up to where you're sitting, Angus. Jin's not far on the opposite because he takes up like a row by himself. And yeah, you kind of glance back and you realise that Version's still in the loo. And
Big shit.
these two
Struggling.
rangers, one in particular, sort of walks up to you and Jin, and they look at you and say, identification papers.
Certainly.
Yep, they
Pass
sort
them
of
over.
looks you up.
I'm the only person on the bus that was asked that question.
No, they've asked everybody as they're coming down.
Oh, good.
Um,
No, it's just checking.
Your name?
Angus, Dr. Angus.
And you're a local?
Born and raised, been living in Nightcity for X amount of years.
And purpose for travel?
To visit my mother.
Aw.
And attend the funeral.
What a
Yeah,
lovely guy.
They turn to Jin, and they ask him the same questions, but they start to talk to him about his frame, he's like the only one on the bus wearing an exosuit, or the body frame. So they sort of grill him about that, and he talks about.
I was going to say, as they're starting to sort of like pose the questions, it's a bit weird to see someone in an exo frame on a public train. I'm letting rip like, chimichangas.
Giving it
Did
up.
you hear that? Yep.
That sound explosive.
Yeah,
Just trying to
you can hear it, Jay, and you see they sort of turn and look.
Yeah, I'm trying to
Cool.
sort of distract, I guess, or
I think the
draw
bus just
attention
shook a
away.
bit.
Tell you what, give me a performance there,
Yeah.
Jay.
I certainly know you're in there. I won't miss you now.
Yeah. Performer, not personal grooming, no.
Well, that might be afterwards.
In a way.
Yeah.
It's like, does anybody smell? Has that guy shit himself?
I smell live.
Oh my god, you'd think I would fucking know where things are by now. We've been playing this game for that long.
That's right, I've jumped in.
Just over a year.
Ugh.
Almost a year and a half.
Well,
I still haven't read the rules though.
It is performance.
Neither have
isn't
I.
it?
I don't think there is a performance.
Performance? No.
I thought there was.
Social skill, there's persuasion, conversation, human perception. Streetwise.
there was
There's perception, concentration.
Acting?
Contortionist.
Acting is a
yeah.
performance skill.
Yeah, do acting. Do acting, go on.
Let's see if this is the week when my rolls start. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Last week I was like crit.
They sort of like
and it's-
look over, they just sort of like, they nod to each other, but sort of go back, and you're really hamming it up. You're sort of like banging on the walls. You're like, oh god! But they turn and continue to ask Jin, and he just sort of mentions that he did a couple of tours with Militech, and did sort of corporate security for a while, and they kind of sort of that's enough for them, and they sort of continue on their way, and then after a while you hear a bang at the door version.
Occupado.
We're going to need you to exit the restroom, please.
Oh, I think it's a bit too early in the day for that. Oh.
We do not. Please step out, sir, after cleaning yourself up.
All right, hang on. You just want to see my papers, don't you? So I'll slide out my papers out through the door there. I'm just like, just give me a minute, please. There's all this damn Mexican food.
Yep, they sort of, you feel somebody grabbed your ID card. It's all right. We'll give you 2 minutes.
2 minutes. I was try and rush it as best I can.
Do you come out after 2 minutes?
I come out after
Yeah.
2 minutes,
Yeah.
but I'm like sweating.
Yep. You sort of open up and they both take a step back like, oh, whoops, too close. Your name,
Apologies.
sir?
Start fanning the door behind me. My name, Version.
And says here you're from,
Nightcity, but all over really.
and what are you doing?
I was taking a shit.
Not now, smartass. While you're on the bus, what were you doing? Coming for, going, where?
Heading back to Nightcity. Just spent a couple of days in town with my friend Dr. Angus, supporting him for his father's funeral.
They turn back and look at Angus.
Yeah, that one with the yep.
Sorry, Sarah. I was just still a bit emotional about it, you know.
Right. Well, I guess you both are in suits. Seems legit. Hands a card back. And continue down, and they ask more people, and then eventually hop off the bus. And before you know it, the bus is back underway.
Hmm.
Round 2. All right.
No, that was just
Save the day.
an acid sigh of release.
Nah.
Or relief, not release.
Yeah, not release, not release. Do not release.
My bum sighed.
Turns around and goes back in.
Yeah.
So after a while, Dante.
This is what happens when you eat at Bong Huang's for 6 months and then you try new food.
Yeah.
Yeah, your stomach just can't digest anything else but water.
Didn't even eat any
soups
wings.
and
You just have
noodles.
water.
Yeah, speaking of which, your tummy's probably a bit grumbly there, Angus.
You might need to go in there.
Hurry up in there, would you?
Oh, he's out.
This train's about to leave the station, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, after a while, Angus, you've been walking for a bit.
Dante.
Sorry, yep, Dante, thank you. Like I said,
Freeman.
it's going to be one of those nights. You see a sort of like a barrel fire up ahead, and you can sort of see people hanging around it. Sorry, give me 1 second. And as you get closer, there's a group of probably maybe 20 or so people. Bear with me, sorry. I can only write so fast. Sort of, yeah, hanging around like a couple of these lit barrels. And you can see there's like, it kind of looks like an impromptu car park. Like, yeah, there's like a series of, well, yeah, there's like a line of little cars, and a big, well, so big, but a truck, a big open backed truck. These are the first people you've seen.
Looks inviting, I guess. So it looks like they've all well, these are functioning cars. They're not like, it's not like a fucking car yard type.
At a quick
Rex.
glance, yeah, they all look like, as you're walking up, even though it's still night time. You know, in the light that's on, you can they all look like, you can see tires, you can see wheels. They all appear to have windows. None of them are. Oh, yeah, no, none of them are on.
Okay, yeah. And does it look like like a group that moving together at a glance as well, or does it just look like
Just looks like a
I've been here a while.
group of people just standing around these fire drums.
Oh yeah, I mean I'll buy it. Let's go warm up a bit. It is a bit chilly after all. So I sort of start walking up to the group.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got it. Alrighty, so yeah, you sort of
Yeah, most
meander up to one of the fire barrels.
yeah, just go. Mind if I share a fire? Chilly out.
Yeah, they sort of like step away and let you, and they're all talking to you. You look around and you think it sounds Mexican. They all look Mexican. But yeah, they just sort of like part and they just sort of like stand there, let you, you know, pull your hands out, and they're all just sort of talking amongst themselves, of which you have no idea. You're quite surprised. You think you might pick up a thing or two in all your years, but no, you have no idea.
Nope. And do I get the sound of that they're like excited about anything, or just talking slow and
So
like-
you think there's a couple, because there's like 3 barrels,
oh yeah,
and you think there's kind of like, but even still, there's a couple of different conversations going on. It's not just a unique conversation for each barrel, but there's just little groups, and they're all
Yeah,
just
yeah.
they're talking amongst themselves, but they're all speaking Mexican.
Hmm. No one at all says any English at all. No.
Not that you hear. Like, you hear the odd word, but then you kind of click and go, "Oh, it's probably because it's a
Yeah.
name, or
Easier. Yeah.
it's the same word or whatever." But yeah, nobody's speaking in English.
All right. And they're all pretty drab attire, like they've been working in the dust, or
Yeah, actually,
Right.
it does.
okay. And I might move over towards the cars a bit. There's a barrel near them, and just sort of have a glance and see if they've been moving around a lot, or
All
sort
right,
of they've been maintained
make
well.
a perception check. I mean, yeah, they all look dusty, dirty, but what
Yeah.
doesn't?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I mean, might just before I go, might just tap one guy and go, hey, in English, of course, what are you guys doing down here anyway?
But what do you mean?
Oh, like, why are you gathered here? No, seems there's not much around.
Now that sort of like stops one of the conversations, and they're sort of like there are 4 or 5 that are there, just sort of are all sort of like they all sort of turn to address you, and they just kind of eye you up and down, and they're like, I I'm not don't know if that's really any of your business what we're doing here. We're around a fire. It's cold. What more do you need to know?
Oh, just try to talk, really. Yeah. See what
You
you're.
okay?
Nah, not really. I've had a rough day.
Well, no, you've got a bandage there, and it's got little blood on it.
Yeah, that's the least of my worries right now. My God, I just like slump my arm over this guy. Just like he's not going anywhere now.
Well, as you go to put it up, like your arm on, he just like flicks you straight off. It's like, I don't know, you.
No, I'm Dante. And I hold out a hand.
Yeah, they just kind of like look at you. They kind of like look at each other. They say something, and look back at you. They're like, what are you doing?
Ah, all right. I was just looking for a place to. I don't know. I'll just keep walking, I think. Anyway, thanks for your fire. I'll just head further into town.
Yep. All right. Yeah, sort of like, yep. Yeah. Pull back and you keep walking off into the blackness, but still following that path of light.
The footpath, yeah.
It takes another probably hour. Your feet are starting to get pretty sore. It's not like you feel tired though. Like you've had a good rest. It was a deep sleep. But yeah, your feet are starting to hurt a bit. Well, actually, it's probably Hang on, what are we doing? Hour. No, it's probably another hour of walking, and you come up to what's essentially like a little petrol station. Well, I say little, probably not little, probably a decent sized petrol station. You can see there's a bus stop out the front, and trucks and cars are all coming in for Chew, but mainly big trucks. Like you're not seeing too many cars, especially at this time of night, day, morning. It's mainly trucks. Some big, some small, but pulling in through this petrol station.
I recognise any of the rigs from. No, I wouldn't be, would it? It's only down the road from the motel. That'd be silly.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not really here for fuel, so Uh, might quickly sling in though and grab a piece of pie.
Yep. Now, when you say piece of pie, not that we say pie is pizza in Australia.
Now the American, or don't they say pie for like the cake as well?
Oh, we
I
that
don't know.
too. Yeah,
Weird.
good point. Good point. Yeah, yeah, yep. No, 100%.
Seems to be the diner thing.
And it is kind of like a well, we call a roadhouse. Yep. So there is it's like a mini, well, it's a convenience store as well. So you walk in, and yet there are people coming and going. It is kind of, well, not flat out busy, but there's enough people coming and going. And yeah, sure enough, there's a whole heap of sweet pies, and the whole sorts.
And even Dante, even though he's not that smart, I've got anything to sort of like, keep looking down. If I don't think I've got a hat or anything in my bag, but if I did have one, a cap or anything, I'd chuck it on. Or I don't wear the Aqua Ute mask at the moment.
Yep.
That'd be weird.
Mate, it's the world of cyberpunk.
Yeah, but these guys are a little behind the time.
Just a little bit. Yep. So you walk
Angus
in.
twitches in the distance.
Grab myself a bit of like, I don't know, whatever kind of pie they've got going on. Well, it looks good in the menu in the
An apple pie. Let's go nice and easy.
perfect. Yeah, and I'll just give them a couple of eddies and just take it on the walk. And
Yep.
I might look around quickly and just, does anyone interesting stand out, or is it all pretty much just heads down and?
Well, it's not heads down. Like, people are coming and going, walking and talking. They're getting petrol. They're going to pay for it, going back. Every now and again you spot like a couple of truck drivers will sort of like, it's almost like they've recognised each other. You see they have a chat, or you might see a couple of cars / minivans / trucks that all have like a corporate logo. So you'll see like those people might have a little chat, and then they all hop in their vehicles and so periodically you'll see these little groups talk. But at this time in the morning, it's pretty much purpose, petrol, pay, eat, truck.
Past a couple of, we'll go up to the table if there's a couple of truckers having a big meal, as they usually do. And I'll just go like, hey, none of you fellas are heading out of Texas these days from this way, or?
Make a persuasion or something equivalent of like discussion, chatty chat.
Conversation.
Yep, that'll do. So yeah, you sort of, you kind of like just spot like a group of 3 men that are all talking to themselves. They just sort of like, as it's kind of, on the way back out, so you kind of go, I'll just go talk to them. What are you open with?
I'm not sure if I really am in the know, but yeah, I just like g'day, like sort of like the typical. I'm not sure there's like a gruff and tumble typical truck sort of greeting, but
Just soon find out.
hey, maybe I'll reference, like, obviously I know a bit about cars and trucks. I'll be like, might reference the rigs. Go, nice rigs there. I appreciate the rattle one off.
Yeah, you sort of, one's an older style, and you're like, oh yeah, I know that one.
Just be like, hey,
Yeah.
just sort of, are you guys traveling out of the state these days, or is this more of an internal route for you?
Well, this part of the... Wait. Yeah, they're all heading back into Dallas. Sorry, I had to think about that. Yeah, so they say, like, obviously this side of the road, everybody's going back into Dallas. But yeah, it just depends on the load. The loads they've all got at the moment. Yeah, like one guy's going back in to pick something up, and the other 2 are going to drop stuff off.
Oh yeah, and are you guys normally from here, or?
Yeah, they all three of them say they're all Texans.
Okay. Cool. Cool. I might just quickly like, do you truck drivers ever I don't know. Is there any other way we could, instead of catching a bus, I can catch a ride with a truck driver? Obviously, tip the driver or that. Will you guys ever pick up a stray, move in the same direction?
They all sort of like glance or look at each other. Roll a persuasion. Yeah, one of them says, yeah, like if you wanna ride, you'll like the one that you'd said, oh, gee, that's a blah, 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 blah. Yep, he's like, oh, yeah, look, sure, I'll give you a ride in.
Oh, much appreciate that. That'll be fantastic. I'll just let him, if he's finishing his meal or whatever, I'll just keep a chit chat until he's ready to go. And
Yeah, they're just like having
listening.
a breather. And then, yeah, eventually, like 5-10 minutes, he's like, all right, hop on up. And you sort of like climb up into the truck with him and he pulls out and he drives along. So, gotta ask, what are you doing out in Butterfuck, Idaho?
Oh, I just had to. I mean, it's been a hell of a day, man. Hell of a day. I don't know where to start. I really let down my friends. My good friend, my doctor, he listens to all my problems, and he introduced me to my best friend Benny. He even gave me his car. He, I gone and lost it this night, and I ended up walking into town, and he patched me up when I was sore, and he's done me so much right, and I just feel like I really let him down. I lost my phone, lost my car. Just need a lift. It's just been terrible.
If only there wasn't a high chance that that phone's just obliterated. Yeah, I mean that sounds like a real drag, man. Like, I mean, these things happen.
I mean, it's not all bad. It's just a rough day in the list of days. I'll be back on my feet in no time.
Sure.
I think I better get out of Texas, though. I think I might try and head back to Nightcity, where my roots are.
Oh, that's where you're from.
Yeah, I haven't actually spent much time here. Not used to it. People are a bit different. Nothing wrong with that.
Oh, well,
Just a
some
bunch
might
of
say
Mexicans
you're a
down the
bit
road.
different.
Oh, definitely. My friends say that all the time.
That's the Mexicans were probably one of the nomad crews that they do a lot of the work in the corporal farms. They sort of help. I mean, it might be one of the maintenance crews. Don't know, but they might just be on their break.
They just seem to want to keep to themselves for now, so I kept on moving.
Well, that's how most of those nomads are. Those gangs, they just stick to themselves. That's what they do.
I guess I'll lean into like over the course of the trip. I'll be like, you don't know anyone that might be heading towards Night City? You could introduce me to, and might.
Mayhap.
I mean, I much prefer to ride like this. I mean, I'm handy if you need to. If there's anything happens, but on the road, like mechanical wise.
Yeah, well, when we get closer to the warehouse, I'll ask any of the boys, see who's going where.
I really appreciate that. Thank you, sir.
So I imagine you just make sort of idle chit chat for a while, and it's another couple of hours before he gets back in. It's probably hour and a half before he gets to. Like, they don't go into central Dallas; it's more the outskirts of Dallas, where he pulls into a like a massive warehouse. Yeah, it's huge. But he pulls up just before and he says, "Look, you'll have to wait out here. I can't take you into the property."
Oh no, that's
but
fine.
if you wait here, I'll I'll.
I
Have
scribbled down the phone number for my burner phone. It's the one that's got the Wolfram and Lex one on it. But
Yep.
that's okay. I'll just scribble that one down.
yeah, yeah. I was about to say he looked like he was about to ask for your number, and then he's like, "Oh yeah, oh sure. Look, I'll give you a ring as soon as I can, but look, no promises, but I'll see what I can do."
No, I appreciate it. Even firing me off a message if there's a no-go, I'd much appreciate it. Just to,
Yep.
and I'm just gonna find myself a pod thing,
Yep.
not those little like one sleeping tubes.
Yeah.
Just like,
Well, it's
as most people are asleep these days. So
yeah, Cube Hotel.
that's the one.
Yeah, and sure enough, not far away from this facility, there's a little Cube Hotel.
Hmm.
And you
I'll
basically
spend like 10 minutes out, 20 minutes out by the door before I walk off, just in case he's like
Yep.
straight away he's like pinging me.
But
around,
yeah, well, you spot one down the road.
Mhm.
Yeah, but after about 20 minutes, you just get a message from this number saying, just going to talk to a coworker now. I'll let you know ASAP.
Oh, top bloke, this guy. Did I get his name as well? Like, not that it matters, but awesome truck driving bloke.
Let's call him Jeffrey.
Jeffrey.
Jeffrey!
Good mate, Jeffrey. Cool. And I'll just sort of head over to the Cube Hotel. I mean, I'm not really wrecked, so I probably won't book a room just yet, but I'll wait to see if this message comes through.
Yep. All right, and while we do that, we are going to switch back over to Relay. So where was Relay going again?
Back to the apartment to look for
Oh,
Dante.
that's right. So yeah, look, by the time you get there, funny enough, the door's open, but it's all clear.
Okay.
No signs of anybody here. All the lights are off. Like, there's no bags.
I'll look
Which
for
is
the
empty.
key to return the room.
Well, you've got yours on you.
Okay. Well, I don't want to keep the deposit, so I'll check everything, lock up, pop
Yep.
it in the key deposit box.
Yep.
Look around to see if there's anyone I can ask if they've seen a really big guy wearing overalls and no shirt.
You do find a few people and you ask, but nobody says that they've seen him.
Oh, crap. Can I do like an investigation or something? Have a look around, see if I can find any clues in and around the place. BR's boot treads,
Sure.
trail of gunshots.
Sure. You can make an investigation.
Let me see. That would be under
I think
perception, under awareness
Yeah, I think.
or tracking.
or tracking.
Yep. You can make a tracking check if you like. Sure.
Sure.
Seven,
Ba-boomba!
eight.
Nice.
So yeah, actually, well, now that I think about it, there's a fair bit of blood on the sheets. But as you sort of
That's fine. That'll wash
you
out.
go
So you won't get the
back,
deposit.
That'll wash out. Fine.
you look at, like, you sort of stop and you look and you can see a big hefty pair of boot marks that just walk straight out. Like, they don't immediately start because there's like a concrete curb, but the car park's all covered in layers of dirt from that just get blown in.
Yeah.
And you can just see a clear set of like boot prints that are just walking off towards the road.
Spent shoddy shells?
No.
No? Okay. I guess I'll hop on the bike and go down the road.
Yep. What exactly are you looking for?
I'm just gonna stop and see people and ask if they've seen a big fuck off bastard wearing overalls and no shirt. Probably carrying a gun.
Yeah, make conversations, interview, whatever. Tell me what you think.
Do you speak Mexican?
Let me
Spanish.
see. I know I carry an extra language.
Yeah, well, that's got to be decided before this.
No,
No.
I did.
What's it in?
I'm trying to look.
It should be in the middle of top language skill, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
It
it
should
should be
be.
language, shouldn't it?
And there should be a.
Oh, that's education, sorry.
Nah, never mind. Apparently I never decided what it was. Oh well. So I'll just see, I
Oh,
think
yeah,
I'll
there it
just
is.
make
The bottom
conversation.
left-hand corner.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I've just got street slang. So I think
No.
I'll just make conversation checks.
Yeah. Yep, you can just make conversation checks. Oh, sorry. Let me close that down. Oh, nice. Yeah, funny enough, you sort of like rip down to, down the road, and there's, a group of people huddling around these bin fires, barrel fires. And you sort of pull up and ask and say, "Is anybody?"
In your
Yeah,
hotted up bike.
yeah. Which does get a few people who are like, "Hmm." And you
I
approach
enjoy
this,
making it rev a little louder than normal,
um,
just because this is so much better than my bike.
What are you on about? You got there in first gear.
Yeah. You rev it and it just kicks off and flies into one of the barrels. And then you're like, I'm cool. No, you ask, have they seen this big unit in overalls without a shirt? And they're like,
Possibly carrying a chicken. Not sure about that.
But there
yeah.
was a guy that, a big unit that came along, big fella, real mopey. And he was saying some stuff, and then he tried to hug one of these guys, and then, he just kind of walked off down the road. And they just point back off down the road.
What? Did he say his name?
None of them remember.
Jeff, Harry, Goldblum,
Sure.
Dante.
All of them.
No, okay.
I forgot him as soon as I could.
Thank you very much.
Yep. So you continue down the road and you sort of pull over a couple of times every time you sort of see like a little stop. How far do you go?
Look, I'll go for say 45 minutes.
Yep.
Say, traveling on a bike. I'm not sure how far Dante could have gotten at night, but I don't think he'd get very far with gut wound. So 45 minutes on a bike should easily cover everything.
Well, and this bike does open up, depending on how fast you want to go.
I want to stay under the radar,
No.
so
That's
legally
good,
within the
'cause
speed
I
limit.
won't make you make a drive check. Make
I don't want to go to jail.
Make a perception check.
Okie dokie. Perception.
Yep. All right. So, sure enough, as you're driving along, you get to a large warehouse, and you notice in the dim light that's coming out of this hotel a large figure that cuts a very familiar shape.
Chuck a U-turn.
No.
Hang on.
Okay. Yep. You go away from him. Sure. Yep. And you drive
She must
back
be on the
out
right
of
side of the
Dallas.
I just thought that as like I drive up and I see Dante, I'd be like, wait, hang on, is that? Yeah, that is.
Yeah, no, you spot him well in advance.
Holy fuck.
He's a big fella.
Pull up at the edge.
Yep.
Just like kind of idle along behind him. And that's
Yeah,
Dante.
it's sort of like
Oh, that's Dante.
he keeps just like periodically just checking his phone.
Just under a light, looking down.
Beep beep.
That
Beep beep.
Relay! Just run over and like bear hug her.
Yep, you're
I
now
mean, you haven't changed your appearance
paraplegic.
that much, have you?
Bit of hair dye, styling. Didn't get new
Mm.
clothes, unfortunately.
But you know what to look for.
So yeah, just basically pick Relay up off the bike.
Yeah, there goes the bike. Oh, Jin's gonna be mad at us.
Oh,
And put her
jeez.
back down and go, "Oh, you're okay. Where you been?"
I went fishing. Sucked.
Ooh.
There were lions. There was probably a bear. There was definitely a bear following me. I mean, it's my fault. I shouldn't have been fishing for salmon. It's a terrible idea.
I
Aren't
thought
there
you
black
all,
bears in this area?
I thought you all left me.
I got the fuck out of Dodge, and then it turns out that everyone got the fuck out of Dodge, and I thought you had gotten the fuck out of Dodge. And then I remembered that you didn't have a car,
I did have a car.
and I didn't know where
I
Benny
lost it.
was.
I lost Angus's car.
Let send Angus a text message.
I gave it to
Oh, good timing.
I accidentally gave it to a fixer. When I woke up, it was gone, and so was Betty. Betty. And I start crying on Relay's shoulder.
Just like pat while I send a text to Angus
Yep,
going,
so
"Where the fuck's the car?"
it's at this moment, Angus, your agent beeps. Bling.
Go for it, boy. Read it to me.
And so you have a message from Relays
Oh, really?
stating, "Where the fuck is the car?"
That's weird. Why would she say it like that?
I do not know, unfortunately, sir.
Why would she know that? This is very confusing. What do
Yeah.
you think, version? I'll read out the message.
So, yeah. What was the message?
Where the fuck is the car?
From Relay.
Tell her.
I'll just say, boy, just reply with, "It's safe. Sincerely,
Of
Dr.
course,
Angus."
sir. Yep. So sure enough, you get a
Where
message.
is she? She made it
Boy,
out,
second
or
message. Where are you?
Yep. So
Sincerely, Dr. Angus.
Relay, you get two messages. It's safe. Sincerely, Dr. Angus. Where are you? Sincerely, Dr. Angus.
I look around at the street signs. Send back a quick text message saying whatever the street signs are, all good with Dante. Where's Benny? How did you get Benny on a bus?
Oh no.
Does Relay know we're on a bus? Have we told her?
Jin messaged her saying that the three of you are getting out.
Fuck, fuckity, fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yep. She needs to get the fuck away from him as quickly as possible. That boy is a bullet magnet today.
Good news, if he's a bullet magnet, I'm not getting shot. They all go,
He's got a hostage.
I can play a hostage very well. Help, please, don't shoot me. Beat me no more.
Yeah, shit.
Fuck.
She.
Boy, compose text.
Of course, sir.
Relay, I don't want you to panic, but Dante is wanted felon number 1 in Dallas right now. And back away slowly and then run as fast as you fucking can.
You get that message. Sincerely,
Ours-
Dr. Angus.
I put in a quick order for some hair dye, a wig, some makeup,
Yep.
and a change of clothes.
Yep.
Dante sized. I just quickly lean up and I check the tag on the overalls.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, he's already crying on your shoulder, so that's
Yeah,
too
you
much in
just
your
like
face.
look
Yeah.
over. Yep.
It's fucking large.
So I put in an order. Put a Dropbox for like, I don't know, 2
Or the Cube
blocks
Hotel.
away.
Yep.
Oh. Yeah.
Send Angus a thumbs up emoji and a no, seriously, how did you get a chicken on a bus?
Flying off my chicken.
Man, I don't get to sneak my my stuff on the bus. People get upset if you bring nail clippers on a bus. They're like, "Oh my god, you can take over the bus with nail clippers."
Yep.
Not
You go.
anymore.
This is not good. I think we should tell her that we're going somewhere different, and then call her when she's away from our friend.
Yeah, we definitely need to get her as far away from him as possible, and try and get her out of the state at least. It's going to do no good having her stay behind.
No, not at all.
And now she's probably gone and told him what we're doing.
Well, that's exactly it. So we need to tell her the wrong information, and then somehow recommunicate with her.
Who's the paranoid one in this case?
I mean,
Yeah.
it does feel kind of jack, just like leaving old Dante there. I mean, he's been through a lot with this, but at the same time, like, motherfucker just killed a bunch of Texas Rangers and pretty much ruined any chance of us figuring out what was going on in, with your dad. And
yep, and I like living.
Oh yeah, living's great.
Living is great.
Living is this is living, Barry. After all,
yeah, I'd like to continue doing that.
Yes, and I guarantee you, Relay wants to keep living.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, living is great.
Dante, I think he could go either way. To be honest,
Yeah.
like I feel like he doesn't like. Maybe it's an issue of mental capacity, but I honestly, like, I'm not sure if he gets the whole living and dying thing properly.
No, my medical opinion is that boy is cool.
Yeah.
Dante's best friend, right there.
Yeah. So, look, main priority is for him not to follow us, and to get Relay and Jin's bike out of there. Because if Jin doesn't have his bike, he's going to be pissed. Right, Jin?
Yes.
Yep.
Hey, oh, I don't get my bike over here. Hey.
That's the one. I'm walking here.
All right, so where should I tell her we're going?
Where were you
Let's go with
telling me?
Alabama.
All right. All right, boy, compose message.
Of course.
All right, point 1, refer to previous message. Point 2, we're on our way to Alabama. Please get there solo as fast as you can. Point 3, again, refer to previous message. Sincerely, Dr. Angus.
Yep, you get that.
I look at it and I mutter to myself, "This has nothing to do with fucking Benny. Fuck it, I'm going home." I send back. Fine, cool. I'll have to buy Dante a new chicken because you've obviously cooked him. Look, you could have shared, but
Wait, did we cook him?
All of a sudden, yeah, Version has a flashback to the diner where Jin and Angus were like munging down on chicken wings.
They were good.
And also, good for you, Alabama. Little too much for me. I'm going home.
When Dante lifts his face or peels it away from
Worked.
Eli's shoulder, it's strings of snot and viscera
Yeah, it just, like, pulls
linking
back.
between us. Oh, I'm sorry, I needed that.
Pat.
Snot bubble.
I look for a vending machine.
Yeah, there's actually a row of, well, I say row, there's a few vending machines here outside this Cuba hotel.
Excellent. Personal care packs.
Yeah.
I mean, tissues.
Yep. Costs like an Eddie.
And a lollipop.
Yeah, all in one.
You know what? Fuck it. 2 lollipops. I need 1 too.
Yep.
Give Dante a lollipop so he's quiet.
Yeah, so you get that message, Angus.
Great, now we got to deal with him on a sugar rush.
You get that message that says, yeah, basically Relay's like confused and going home.
Same with us.
Fuck. Fuck.
It's my house.
Fuck.
It's my shipping container.
It's fine, man. He won't get past the border. She just has to
True.
make sure she's separate from him at the border. She'll be riding the bike, surely. So, I don't know. Like, maybe he...
This is true.
I don't know.
It'll be what it'll be. Maybe we should just go stay somewhere else for a little bit until she gets back.
I mean, maybe we could just wait it out, like, a couple of towns over and...
Oh, we could still go to Night
in
City.
Arizona here. No, I'm just saying, like, we could wait it out in... Oh, no, we got the bus all the way through. Shit.
Yeah, we'll just go stay at a motel or something.
I guess, yeah, but I mean, like, we kind of need to just make sure she's okay.
Well, yeah, we do. But then we can scope out the place and wait for her to get back. So there's
What,
nothing
you
we can do.
You expecting someone to be waiting for her?
Yeah, General will sit there and wait. Won't you, Jin?
Yeah.
good.
Hey, totally.
Thank you, Jay. Doubling up there.
Relay's all right, eh?
The big girl, she can look after herself.
How tall am I? 5 foot something?
I mean,
so
we're not with her right now, and there's no way we can get back right now.
Dante just says to Relay.
Not unless we
Jump
want to
off
pull
the
a Dante
bus.
and turn the bus around.
No?
Yeah, I'm not doing that either.
My jacket.
Yes, Rob, I was trying to be subtle about it. I think we just got to wait this one out, man. Like, we'll get
Yeah,
back
I think so
home and like, I don't necessarily have a problem going directly to Relay's place, but I suppose it's probably a good idea to wait it out somewhere else, make sure it's safe to do so.
Yeah.
Also,
Well-
considering I'm pretty sure she's the only one that knows the combination to get in.
Well, yeah, there's that. But that way we can just
We're
wait
good.
for her to get back and
Yeah.
see if she's alone.
Yeah.
An extraction's easier than a
what
confrontation.
Okay, but what happens if she actually gets him through, though? Like, God forbid.
I mean, I'd probably have an aneurysm.
Well, you can't have one, because that means I can't have one then, and nobody will look after me.
I don't know, aneurysms for everyone. So we'll do that. And
Everybody
then,
look on you, see.
Are you going to synchronize them? Or you're both just like, go, duh!
Yeah, I'll have one on the right side. You have one on
Yeah.
the left side, and
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like fall
You'll
into
bang
each other
heads.
and like just hold each other up.
Tomorrow is Valentine's Day. You lean in.
Oh shit, is it?
Yeah, 14th tomorrow,
Yep.
buddy.
Oh, I'm in so much trouble.
You fucked.
Just
Oh,
Jay,
shit.
use the line, isn't every day Valentine's Day?
How? Well, yeah.
You can do that once, right?
How can I top the best present I ever gave you? Me.
Yeah. Yeah, and the
Um,
kids. You know, yeah.
Ugh, yeah.
Okay, yep, bring
They're
it
all
back.
yours.
Just you then.
Yeah. I guess we just wait it out. But like, if she brings him back somehow, like,
Yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But I think it's easier to get her away from him than to
yeah.
have that confrontation.
The only other issue is, but I suppose we're going to counter that by staking out her place.
Yeah.
Is if they both get caught at the border and through no fault of his own, Dante narcs us and then they end up coming back, but they're all wired up and
Chinra told me.
Yeah, that could happen.
that's definitely going to happen.
Mm.
If they get him alive, we're done. Like our original identities are done.
So now he texts me like, kill Dante.
Yeah. Hey, that's a great idea. Let's do it.
Dante, can you just lean down and close your eyes? We're gonna reenact the
Think
scene.
of Benny.
We're gonna reenact a scene from an old movie called Old Yeller.
Yeah, it was more like of
Mice and Men.
men. Yeah, tell me
Oh,
about
well,
the rabbit.
I was
Wish
thinking
my
about
brother
the end of-
George was here.
The end of the Fox and the Hound book.
So anyway,
Alright, so what should I tell her?
while you're having a think,
Well,
Yeah.
we've got
why not?
we've got a couple of choices. I mean, she can either take care of him and move along, or she can ditch him and move along. I feel like regardless, if he's ever caught alive, we're fucked.
Yeah.
That's why I'm making sure he's not caught.
Alright.
Just tell her we'll meet her back at home, preferably alone. And if she does manage to get Dante through, then he needs to be vegetative. Because you can't question a turnip.
Alright. Boy,
What's the
Watch
hardest
me.
part to
Yes,
eat?
sir.
Vegetable.
compose message.
Of course.
Dear Relay. I can't stress enough the number one wanted criminal to you. So I'll say it again.
Send her a
Number
copy of the
one.
photo
A
bill,
link.
the handbill.
Yeah, I will attach that.
Yep.
Number one, wanted felon. If you'll get caught with him, you'll be number two wanted felon. Which is not good for you. Please let us know when you get home. Hopefully by yourself. Alone. Solo. Good luck. Really? Dr. Angus.
That's what you get with a
Was
link
that
to
clearly or sincerely? Because I feel like that
Sincerely.
was clearly.
was sincerely, wasn't it?
That was sincerely, yeah.
Yeah, you get that message with a link to one of the scream sheets with an article about the shooting.
Dante just like, is that the gang? You getting messages from the gang?
I'm getting an update on the scream sheets. So,
How bad is it
Dante-
really?
if you wanted a new name, what would it be?
My pappy's name is Duante.
What?
Yeah. And that is how Dr. Angus and Version both got an aneurysm, trying to figure that out.
Shit, I missed that. What happened? Sounds good.
So Version Relay says, so Dante, if you wanted a new name, what would it be? And he said, my daddy's name is Duante. And Angus, and you're just sitting there on the bus, and all of a sudden Angus goes, what? And has an aneurysm and dies.
Okay. Okay. Dante, let's try and think of a name that doesn't sound like Dante. At least for a
Duante is
little
a totally different name. Oh yeah, I mean I don't know. I always like the name Angus.
Fucking
while.
knew you were gonna say that.
How?
Well, let's look at the impact, people that have had an impact in his life. Angus, short list.
Medical miracle. Man has 7 aneurysms at the same time.
Just bleeding out of eyes, ears, nose, mouth.
How would you like to go by Benny for a bit?
No, out of respect, I think that name should be left alone. I haven't even had a funeral for him yet.
What?
He's gone, isn't he? Gone forever.
I don't think he's gone forever. Anyway, I'm putting notes down on trying to find your chicken, Dante.
You think I could find him?
I think we can find Benny. He's a pretty noticeable chicken.
Oh, I don't
That
know what to do. I just organized myself a lift out of the city.
Well,
Well, hopefully.
do
Yeah.
you have his number? Because you can say that I found you.
I don't
Anyway.
think we'll both fit on that bike, really.
Well, either way, Dante, you kind of need an appearance change if you're going to get across the border.
No, I was thinking about it on my long walk tonight.
From the neck up.
I just need a...
And then the neck down.
Actually, you could help me with something. See that there warehouse?
Yeah.
I need to cut a hole in the fence, and we need to slip in and get one of them tags that they use on the back of trucks.
What? Why?
I can hide in the back of a truck that's got one of those tags that says they're sealed from the point of delivery.
Dante,
But-
I can get a wig on you, and I can mock up a passport pretty well.
How much? Well, I just need a piece of plastic.
Dante, there's a lot of cameras, and I can't get to the box. Gets rid of the
What?
cameras.
Don't worry about that. It's pitch black.
Well, actually, the warehouse is lit up.
I mean, I was
Oh,
gonna pick up. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I've got a video camera. Like, okay, so this is daytime. This is night mode.
Yeah, don't look up. I mean, it doesn't matter if you catch your face. We just want to get once we got the tag, it doesn't matter. It's a good idea, really. You should think about it.
I really think you should think about the wig and the fake passport that I can knock up.
I mean, I trust you. You think it's best?
I think we can get you across the border. You just say your name's Duante. And I'll knock up the passport for that. And we'll get you... You know what? Fuck it! I'll knock up Rabrum and Lex. You can play him again, can't you?
Yeah, I can, Mr. Rebrum. Yeah.
So I can
I can
make
be
you a
him.
passport for Rebrum.
Yeah, all right. I could be Rebrum.
And then
Angus
don't-
Rebrum. What a
then
nice rinse.
then we don't have to break into a facility and potentially have some more rangers coming our way. Does that sound like a good idea?
Oh, I trust you. Okay,
Thank you,
do it
Dante.
your way.
Go pick up my supplies.
How long do you need for the passport? I don't know when this guy wants to leave.
How long would it take me, Addie? And is it paper or
Well, it's an ID card.
yeah? So like, because
Lots of stuff.
the forgery is
It won't take you long.
a tech skill.
Yeah.
If you had the right gear, though.
So I wasn't sure if I could do that or
Yeah,
if
you
it was
gotta-
paper
it's-
copies.
No, but no, that works for everything. So you got to make a forgery check. Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna have to put all my luck onto this. Okay, I do have Spunk's boast just in case. Excellent. I'm chucking 5 luck onto that.
All right. You make yourself another driver's license for where?
I'll double check the business cards for Rebrum and
Oh,
Lex.
well, they're all Night City based.
Rebrum.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll put Night City.
And you're pretty happy with it?
Excellent.
It says Rebrum. Similar details. It's got a picture of Dante with a wig on.
You know. No, just professional business hair.
Yeah.
Give him like some tinted sunglasses or whatever.
Things itchy.
Well, you don't
Dress
put
shirt,
sunglasses on
slacks.
a photo.
Yeah, but you know
Yeah.
what I mean.
Yeah,
Like the whole disguising
yeah,
Dante.
you're pretty happy with it.
I'm guessing disguising Dante would be a wardrobe and style check.
Yes. Or a disguise if there's a disguise.
I've
I think it's
looked. There's no disguise.
Alright, yep, wardrobe and style then.
Hiya!
Yep.
all right.
Yeah, you're pretty happy that. I mean, double bang of 15s. You're pretty happy that he matches the ID.
Excellent.
Maybe hard not to. That is a photo of me. Wasn't it?
Pretty much. I was about to say it was taken up a couple of minutes ago. So you both hop on the bike.
Oh, really? Jesus. No text message from my mate?
Oh yeah, sorry. What do you wait or do you message him?
Well, he said he was just talking to the bloke.
Yep.
So
but,
he was going to be
like-
hitting me back ASAP.
Yep. But well, if you don't hear anything by the time you guys are ready, are you going to message him? Is what I'm asking you.
Sure. Yeah, I'll go. Well, how'd it go?
He says he thinks he's lined up a guy that can take you there.
All right.
Dante, do you want to go in the truck or do you want to go on the bike? We can do either option.
Is this legitimate option, the bike, Eddie, or not?
I don't know. There's only one way to find out.
I mean,
Oh,
Don't
you
think-
can both ride on it. Yeah.
oh, okay.
It's not
So, I wasn't sure.
comfortable, but you can both.
Supposed to be
do
a
it.
one-person ride, and all the way to Night City could be a problem.
No. It's most bikes can carry 2 people on them.
I mean, I can follow you, Dante, if you want to.
It's
Just
not
split
like
up.
a little like 750cc. This is a big boy. Like it's a big crotch rocket.
Yeah, I thought it was more of your sports model that just has like me
Yeah,
and
no.
the bike.
No.
Yep. All right. Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess I'll saddle up on her behind her and just see how it feels.
Oh yeah, like it's all right for now, but you know you'll feel it in an hour or 2.
Yeah. I was like, you want to drive 4 days, Night City like this?
I mean, look, if that's the way we can get you out in Night City, I mean, out of Texas, without.
I think I'll just wait. I'll just ride in the truck.
And by 4
Alright.
days, by the bike, it'll be depending on how you handle it, probably just under 24 hours.
Jesus. Even with me
The
on.
bus ride is looking at a couple of days because they've got to stop.
Yeah.
Whereas
I'll probably.
relay can go
Mm.
straight there.
I'm happy to take the truck. Dip in for fuel, and this doesn't seem like it's going to be a comfortable and like both of us got a bloody carry-all bag, and both of us.
Oh, they just tie straight
Yeah.
on the side.
Yeah.
Again,
I don't
it's
know.
not a small bike. It's not like like a little motocross bike. It's a big sports bike,
All right. No,
like
if
a
it's a
Honda, like a massive Honda.
yeah. All right. Yeah. All right. I mean, all right. I can. If you want me to jump on the relay, are we going straight to Night City?
I
Oh
mean,
wait. You think we should look for Benny?
I reckon maybe we try and find your chicken and then we'll head home.
I last saw him at the motel
Early.
in Bessie, and that prick Axel took him.
Well, where's Axel then?
Got his phone. Oh, it was in my old phone. Fuck. I don't know. I could probably find him. Slippery little bastard.
I mean, I think if we find him, we'll find you.
Who are we up to?
Dante just
Dante's-
caved and said he'll do what Relay thinks.
Oh, were you going to look for Axel?
For
Yes.
Benny, yeah. Oh, Axel, yeah. Yeah, okay.
Uh,
So I'll
Send the guy a nice thank you text.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
okay.
Saying that you met somebody who's going straight to Night City.
Yep, you get a shaker emoji back. Boing.
Yeah, I might just I'll hold off. Just in case things go pear shaped, yeah. But once we can go. So I won't send that message just yet.
Alright.
But
Well,
thanks.
I'm ready to go.
But you head back to the motel?
Yep.
Yep, alright.
Oh, you want to go back there? Yeah, sure.
So
Okay.
you
Oh,
drive...
that's where we last saw Axel, yeah?
Yep, you drive back
Yeah,
to
but
the
he's not there
motel, and it takes about an hour and a half-ish, and you pull back into the motel, and it's sort of the sun's starting to come up a bit now, so it's starting to get just a tiny bit brighter. You're starting to feel pretty sleepy, Relay. You've been up for a long time. But yeah, you sort of pull back up in front of the office to the motel, and that is where we'll leave it there.
Excellent!
Whisper me some votes. While they're doing that, as always, I hope you've enjoyed watching episode 56 of Braindances in Night City. 20s for Days presents Braindances in Night City. If you're still around, hit that button, like and subscribe and all that jazz. Check out our Instagram page. Tell all your friends. Tell Byron to tell all his friends. He has probably pushed it all the way to the limits as they possibly can. Good on him. Until then,
What a hero.
check us out next week. Take care, be well, have fun. Peace.
Byron.